going to with your drumming, man. When did you start playing drums?
I started when I got into Kiss.
Mm.
But the when I started saying I want to do this was I was with my mom and dad. My mom and dad were huge rock. My mom and dad were rock and rollers. This bless her, God rest her souls.
Mm.
And we were watching the Monterey Pop Festival, and the Who comes on, and Substitute plays, and next thing you know, you just see out of nowhere Keith Moon. The lights come on him. He's like just like doing this animal,
Oh
going
yeah,
crazy,
yeah, yeah.
snap, throwing the sticks on the snare and doing that stuff. Like that's me.
Oh man.
And I got called so many names because I wouldn't go out and play baseball. I was playing drums 8 hours a day, playing along to Kiss Alive 1 and Kiss Alive 2, learning how to play to, Number of the Beast and Killers, and um, eventually going into, graduating, trying to play La Via Strangiato from Rush and all these stuff. And then eventually, it's just been always been my first love. I mean, I knew at 5 when I met Kiss
Oh my God.
that I
Hold
was
on.
going to be,
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on. You bet Kiss?
I was 5 at Universal Amphitheater, March 27th, 1983. My mom and dad, my aunt, and I went to go see them. It was our last tour in makeup, Creatures of the Night tour.
Oh.
Motley Crue opened up. They were horrible. Um, but my mom and dad like tried to get me in the front. And
Right.
weirdly enough, and then people, I have the picture to prove it. To this what happened. But we were, and the thing, I was getting smashed. I'm 5 years old,
Yeah.
and about 8 Hells Angels surround my family and I, and put me on their shoulder, and they're pushing everybody back and protecting me from these people. And put a backstage pass,
What?
and I walked back. At that time, nobody knew what Kiss looked like without makeup. They still had the hidden their identities. And I
Yeah.
knocked on the door, and I had Paul Stanley makeup on with my Kiss hat.
Right.
There's Paul unmasked. Paul was he looked almost exactly the same without the makeup, so I knew it was him.
Hmm.
And so they let us in, and I go in there, and there's Vinnie Vincent and Gene Simmons, both with their full outfit on, but their boots are off.
Right. Oh wow.
And Gene just comes up to me and takes my hat off, and he goes, "Nobody could do this." And he balanced the bill of the hat on his nose. I was like, "So you're magicians too." And then met Eric Carr. He gave me. I still have his signed drumsticks from
Oh man.
1983. They signed an 8x10, and I met them again 5 years later. And Eric remembered me. He goes, "Yeah, you were the drummer that had Paul Stanley makeup on." Paul, Paul. I said, "My mom couldn't do your makeup." So
Wow.
I mean, they say never meet your heroes, but I did, and I wouldn't be here without that day.
We'll talk more about Kiss in a
Oh yeah.
second, but let me get through these other things. Like I know we could talk Kiss all freaking day.
Easily.
So easily. But anyway, um, like playing punk.
Mm.
Um, do you also play in any other styles or any other genres? I know you can, but but what is your main forte?
Main forte is, punk. But it's. I've filled in for other bands that go, "Oh my God, you kind of bring a metal edge to our sound," and I'm like, that's just natural because that's what I came from.
Hmm.
It's metal. I got into punk when I was 9, but it was my whole groundwork was in hard rock and heavy metal, and so. But also, like I said, I'm a student of the game. I mean, when I hear a song, when I hear a drum fill, that sounds really cool. It's like I'll try to incorporate that in a punk song.
Mm,
But like I said, I played drums at a Doing Piano bar when I'm at home. Still to
mm.
for 15 years now, and if I could still do that, and I think that's what I'm pride myself on, is that I will play your songs as you heard them on the record, because I love watching air drumming. Because I air drum. My band will pay me $10 not to play drums on my steering wheel when I'm driving.
I still do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. They actually and we were on our way to Houston one day, and they went, "Chris, we'll give you $10 if you don't drum." I said, "Okay," and so I white knuckled it. Of course, the Who comes on. I'm like,
You're right, right. Like,
so it's like but yeah, my main stuff that I play is the punk rock, but with
right.
metal edge. metal edge to
I love
it.
that. I love it. I love it. Man, can you name off, and I know you already mentioned some of the bands. What bands were you listening to when you were growing up, you know?
Yeah, it was Kiss. I mean, the first band, I guess, according to my mom and dad, that I fell in love with and played the record back in the day, because I listened to vinyl back in the day, was I guess Hot Blooded by Foreigner was the record for me when I was 2 years old.
Mm,
But I mean, eventually I got, Kiss and Kiss, Iron Maiden. Um, Eventually got into Led Zeppelin, got into Rush.
hmm
Judas Priest was a huge thing for me. When I first heard not Free Will, yeah, Free Will Burning is a good one though, but I also like just Exciter. When I heard Exciter, that I'm like, oh
Oh,
my God.
yeah.
And then, a friend of mine turned me on to Motorhead. When I first heard Overkill, I'm like, whoa.
Mm,
So
yeah,
those were my first early influences when it came to that kind of style of music, were those bands.
right. Oh man. Um, because and the reason why I kept on asking that because I want you to explain to our audience that about you play drums for dueling piano.
Mhm.
You're still doing that, right?
Yeah. Still do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I
Um,
walked in. The place had been open. I was living in Claremont at the time, and it's in Claremont where I work at PianoPiano. And I walked in, and they were doing open karaoke. And a friend of mine goes, "Hey, I'm going up there to sing. Can you go up there and do it?" I said, "Well, what song?" I'm going, "Heartbreaker" by Pat Benatar. I said, "Yeah, I know it." So we'll make sure it's okay with them. I'm not. That's one thing I will never try to walk in, throwing my weight around. If
yeah.
somebody asked me to come up there, I'll do it if I know it. So I went up there and they said, "Yeah, come on up." And so I went up there and I played it like the record because I've heard that song. My mom blasted that song, that album in her when she was cleaning the house every Saturday. So I knew
Hmm.
the song.
Yeah.
And so I was going, dude, just stay up here for a little bit. Next song was Rick Springfield, Jesse's Girl. I knew that song. And then
Yeah.
the outfield, Your Love, and all that stuff. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this stuff from my youth. I mean, I know this stuff. And so, and that's the cool thing. Even if like I'm not really up to date on today's like more pop stuff, but they just give me a song and I just need to hear it a couple of times.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about what I do at the Doing Piano Bars. Like, I'm like, ooh, that's a cool fill in that Journey song. I wonder if I could put that in a punk rock song.
Mm.
There's a fill that
Okay.
has become like a signature fill of mine, called When We Rule the World, the part going into the last chorus. And I stole that because we were playing Fox on the Run by Sweet at the Doing Piano Bar. And there's a part where he goes, "Tigga-tigga, tigga-tigga, tigga-tigga, tigga-tigga." I went, oh, well, and so I went, "Tigga-tigga, tigga-tigga, 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 tigga-tigga," like going into the last fill. So, I mean, I took stuff from working at that place still to this day.
Oh man.
And it's such a good, I mean, it's a place where I could actually work and take time off when I need to. We have great drummers there that are there as this guy Rick, who's the drummer for Berlin.
Okay.
So we have a good core of drummers there that are there, and I mean, I think the reason why that place is so successful is because we're one of the few doing piano bars that actually has drummers. Some of them just use key drums, and to me,
Yeah.
that's you can't dance your butt off when this is how we do it with without drums.
Right.
So I mean, I love it too because I mean, it expands my horizons. I mean, I get to play, like
Right.
I think the Eminem Dr. Dre song "Forget About Dre." That is so much fun to play on drums.
Yeah.
Get all the choppiness, syncopation.
Yeah.
I love it so much. So it's still a learning experience. I'm still learning when it comes to like this kind of stuff. When I hear these things, stuff like the cool Bruno Mars songs and like all that stuff. It's fantastic just to keep up on
Mm.
what is hip and what is not.
Right. Man, that's sick, man.
It's
I
fun.
didn't. I'm sure that like I mean like how often during the week are you performing
Well,
there?
so I'm off for a month right now, a
Right.
whole month.
Right. Nice.
Um, and so in a month, basically, 1 week I'll do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the following week, we have a core drummer that plays there every Friday and Saturday, but he needs a life too, so
Yeah.
I will do a weekend for him every other
Yeah.
week. So it's
Right.
basically I swap and basically, like Saturday, I'm playing a show with Authority Zero during the day in Temecula, and I have to go right to Piano and play that night.
Wow. You want
Or
to plug where you're playing at?
oh
Like
yes,
where is that?
it's in Winchester. It's called the Hippie Killer Hoedown. It's a car
Uh,
show.
all right.
Um, I'm excited to try it out. I mean, like I said, I've never been around this area. It's in Winchester, which is right, I guess, between Temecula and Hemet.
Okay.
So we're playing that. We're playing at 5 o'clock, and then I have to be ready to go on stage at 8:30 and play for 4 hours
Jag.
at piano.
Jag. All right. Yeah, oh, man. Oh, 4 hours.
Yep.
So
It's not. I mean, but I mean, to me, an hour punk show is the same as a 4 hour
yeah.
piano show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Man.
it equals out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Will Dorsey Jr. Talk Music Podcast. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. That little red button on there. Just hit it. That will help me out tremendously. If you can also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, that will also help me. And if you wanted to download our podcast on Apple or Google or Amazon or even Spotify, you can check us out on there. Hope you guys enjoy the show.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, eRecord Studio, the new way musicians rehearse, record, and share their e-record sessions on social media. Visit ERS on eRecordStudio.com. Download this amazing app on Google and Apple Apps stores.
Visit us on www.talkmusicpodcast.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download our podcast on Apple, Google, Amazon, and Spotify.